views, opinions, and statements expressed by the host and guests of this podcast are solely their own and not intended as professional or medical advice. The content of this podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and listeners should not make any decisions or take any action based solely on the information provided. Listeners should always seek the advice of a qualified professional with any questions they may have regarding their own personal health, finances, or well-being. Yo, 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 yo. And we're back to the Professional Winner Podcast. We got someone amazing, yo. Yo, ladies, I'm going to have to ask you to stand up. If you're single, you already know we got Blaise, Ffrench.
Yes, sir.
Oscar-winning, Grammy-nominated. there's a lot.
6'7".
There's a lot to tell, though.
2% body fat.
And we also got John. What's good, bro?
Just here. I'm tired.
You gotta put the hood on for that one.
Just here. Nah, man. What's up, brother,
What's
man?
up, my guys? It's a pleasure to be here, man. Thank you for
Appreciate
having
you
me,
coming.
man. Definitely. Hell yeah. Had to.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. Came all the way from LA.
Yes, sir. I'm
Hollywood?
out in LA now. Hollywood, man.
That's wild, bro.
Oh, man.
Man, Queens to Hollywood, man.
Queens to Hollywood. That sounds crazy.
That's a fact.
What part of Queens you from?
I'm from South Jamaica, Queens.
Oh, he from Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yo, you didn't hire security for this episode? Yo,
Good
we had
kid.
we had a metal detector for this episode.
That's Emily. That's Emily.
Yo, man, nah, I appreciate you for coming, bro.
Definitely.
I've been following your journey for a while. You are amazing. You're doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
The
man.
move to LA was genius, in my opinion.
From Queens to the Angels.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That's
a
wild, bro.
fact.
So before using the question on the podcast, we always try to go like, how was it when you were born? But we're gonna start. We're gonna skip a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell us why you made the move to LA.
Okay. Why not to LA? Like real estate was a big component for me. I love real estate. I own a few homes and I wanted to own something in LA.
Nice.
So I bought a house out there, and then acting is amazing out there. You can walk outside and get cast into a big movie. So that was a big reason, and the weather's nice. And I, follow the footsteps. My uncle moved out there, and a lot of the stars and celebrities out there. So it only made sense to go out there.
Who's your uncle that moved out there?
Irv Gotti. He's from
I knew the
Queens.
answers to that. That's why I asked. Let me not gas the audience. I knew the answer to that.
I'm not gonna lie. I usually say I'm not too sure if you know who he is, because the younger generation don't be knowing and following all the way. So sometimes I gotta say that.
If you don't know who Irv Gotti is, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you.
Shout
You
out
don't
to
know.
Uncle Irv, man. That's my guy right there, man.
Nice, man.
That's what's
Hell
up, man.
yeah.
So mother's brother, father's.
Father's brother.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Hell
So how was it? We're not gonna talk too much about Irv. This is about you, because you doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
But how was it growing up with Irv Gotti as your uncle?
Yeah, man. As a kid, man, like 5 years old, seeing him pulling up in Ranges and BMs and buying homes all over the place and making $30 million a year.
Wow.
It gave me something to strive for. It definitely
That
set
was
the bar really
a lot
high
of
for me.
inspiration right there.
Oh man, that guy, he's a hustler. He's from Queens, man. So he know how to get the money. So it was inspirational growing up having him.
Yeah, man. But to have an uncle like that who's a legend who has put a stamp on our culture
Hell
in
yeah.
music for black young men. Like, shout out to him.
That's a fact.
I know his Drink Champ interview went very viral. Hey, at this point, to me, it don't matter what he can do.
Yeah,
He's
I think
gonna
it
be
was
a legend.
Strategic though, because
Movies coming out.
Yeah,
you know.
what I mean?
But that's what it is. South Jamaica, Queens. You know how to get to the money.
That's a fact.
And at the end of the day, I don't know. Publicity is publicity.
Yeah, hell, no such thing as bad publicity. They say.
That's
Yeah,
true.
man.
Yo, talking about publicity. Yo, you remind me of
Who's that?
Ghost from Power. I can see you on
that.
Power, bro. Because she's also from Queens too.
Yeah, I
Bro,
definitely need to be
take
on
it-
Power. That's
Yo,
like,
actually, that would be fire, bro.
yeah, but it is a little bit shaky because my uncle is my uncle.
Yeah.
He don't really fuck with.
I was about to say, what? You should not be on Power.
I like the show though,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm sorry. Shout. I know that's your family. Shout out to 50 Cent. But Irv and 50 ain't seeing eye to eye.
But I will say though, I do like 50 Cent, like what he stands for, and you know how he's opened doors. He's definitely opened doors for me. Just we come from the same neighborhood. He's from South Jamaica, Queens. You know, he was involved in a beverage company, and then I got involved with a beverage company. So, you know, they shit is they shit. I appreciate what he's doing and opening doors up and stuff.
Yo, elaborate on that. What beverage company was part of?
This a small little company called Body Armor. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
So what was your role in Body Armor, man?
I did everything, man. So I was in the ground level. I started in 2013. And I was out here handing out samples in Brooklyn and Queens. Actually, right here is a deli right here. I was doing a sampling. I had a little table. Some dude, he looked like he just got out of jail. He was walking by. He slapped the shit off the table. What? Bro, I'm like, damn. And some lady pulled up like, don't worry about it. I'll buy some and shit like that. I'm like, you know New York, how New York is, man. Yeah. So it was tough, but it was good, man, growing this brand, Body Armor, out here in New York and across the country. But I did a little everything, though.
Yeah, that's but how amazing. You get involved? You know, like when you think of Body Armor, you think about Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to the legend.
Absolutely.
And I just seen like I don't think it was a video, but like I read something about like how like his investment would like quadruple after Coca Cola bought the company, and you know like. That's real legendary.
Absolutely.
Like, even though something tragedy happened and he's no longer here, he's still taking care of his family.
Totally.
By smart investment choices.
Absolutely.
And I think every person, black, white, green, yellow, got to pay attention to things like that. 100%. So I want to know how you got involved in 2013 with Body Armor. Yes, I know you owned equity in it.
Absolutely.
You obviously are very rich because they sold for $8 billion. So I want to know about that. Don't tell the world. Don't tell the world what equity you own. We ain't trying to ask you your money.
Facts.
But how did you get involved with the company and you know?
Yeah, I mean, I
besides being on ground level.
Yes, I grew up in Queens, man. I'm from Queens, and you know the motto in Queens: Queens get the money. And I went to Holy Cross High School, all boys high school, and I got lucky enough that a guy by the name of Mike Rapoli, he went to Holy Cross. And he happened to be the founder of Vitamin Water.
Wow. Yes. What?
Yeah. So one day they took the basketball team and they was like, yeah, we're going to go see this famous alumni from Holy Cross. He just sold Vitamin Water to Coca Cola for $4 billion. And we go in a room. My teammates were sleeping. They didn't really care about beverages. So they was like, And I'm at the height of my basketball career. I'm thinking NBA. And when I meet them, automatically I'm like, NBA's out. Beverages is in. Because I knew that I could never make billions of dollars playing basketball, but I knew with a beverage company, I could be a part of $1 billion deal. So that's when, you know, I asked him a million questions, got his number, called him every day. He did a deal with 50 Cent with Vitamin Water. So I was like, yeah, my uncle's Irv Gotti. He got Ashanti and Ja Rule. We could do something. And he was like, you know, I like what you're saying and stuff. He said, I sold it, but let's continue. So we just continued talking. And when I was getting out of college, he was starting Body Armor. So I was like, I'm in.
That's
Fuck all
amazing.
that overseas shit and shit. I'm getting with this. So I was fortunate and lucky enough. My Italian uncle, I call him Mike Rapoli. That's my guy. That's family for sure.
Wow, man. That is amazing.
He's like Marco Polo of like the modern generation. That's amazing.
Man. He's Italian too. He's Italian dude. He's crazy too.
They know how to get the money though.
Oh man.
They know how to get the money.
Love my Italians.
Respect to him. But yo, that's amazing.
Appreciate
so speak on your basketball career. So you played professional basketball, college basketball. How's the process?
D1? Division 1?
Division 1. You know.
Only.
If I'm not doing that, we're doing it, you know.
You played D1, so you've been dunking since you was 13.
14.
Oh, we close.
14.
I'll take it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We close.
Yeah, my mom was a big Knicks fan. So when I was like 3 years old, she used to watch the Knicks games.
Oh, snap.
And that's how I kind of got into it.
Okay.
And it was her love. And then she passed it off to me. And then I started loving it. And,
so you're a Knicks fan?
Unfortunately.
No, don't say that unfortunately. We all right.
Unfortunately.
Did we win today? Did we beat the Raptors today? I gotta check. We'll check later.
Yeah.
But yo, I used to say I'm the biggest Knicks fan, but after talking to Anthony MSG, I'm not.
Oh my
Ant my boy. Ant was here. Ant's my boy. Ant's been on the pod. That's my brother. You know, every time you see him in Knicks game shooting free throws, it's because of Anthony.
His memory is
People
crazy.
like, yo, how you on the court in the Knicks? I don't know nobody Knicks, just Anthony. But I ain't gonna lie to the cameras. But yeah, man, I'm a huge Knicks fan. Yo, shout out to Miles. She was right by introducing you to the Knicks.
For sure.
Because you know adversity.
It got me.
You're a Knicks fan? Yeah, Knicks prepare you for adversity. Ups and downs, and mostly downs.
Downs. What?
Shit.
Better than Nets, though.
They were doing good, though.
Better than Nets, though.
Yeah, I got hope for the Nets, though, too. KD, that's my boy, man.
Oh,
shout out to KD.
Shout out to KD,
That's
but no, I'm
fact.
not forget the Nets, man. Shout out to Kyrie, shout out to KD.
Shout out to Kyrie.
Right.
Shout out to all the players.
We're right next to the
just burn your
Barclays,
jerseys.
too.
So we all right here.
Just burn all your jerseys. Had nothing to do with the players. Shout out to KD, all the burn the jerseys, man. You should have came to the Knicks, but anyway, that would have been big. But hey, we ain't talk about that. But D1, man. So what schools did you play for? What position? Break it down to us. Tell us about your basketball career.
Yeah, so I started at 11 years old with moms. My dad, he was in jail most of my life. So he got in some trouble. He's Jamaican. So it's just me and moms and stuff. And my mom, she ended up passing away when I was 15. I started my sophomore year of high school.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Kim. I know your mom named Kim too. But by 15, though, she instilled everything in me that I needed. So I knew what I needed to do. And it lit the fire under my ass in basketball. Like, I was pissed the fuck off. So I was, causing terror out there. And I was able to get a scholarship to UTEP, University of Texas El Paso. And
Glory Road, baby.
Glory Road, man.
Shout out to UTEP, man.
That's a big fact. Go Miners, man.
Yes.
So I went out there from Queens to El Paso, Texas. That was kind of crazy adjustment there for me.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Shout out to UTEP, man.
Definitely.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, that's a fact. Texas.
Yeah, racism is bigger, guns is bigger.
Houses are bigger, bro. Come on.
I was thinking barbecuing women, but that was
I had a different thought about Texas. Yo, you know what get me tight about Texas? Listen, man. Hold on. Anthony, this is my camera, Anthony? Let me tell you about Texas. Yo, I'm tired of seeing these real estate videos of 22 bedroom, 7 pool houses for $3. I was looking at my wife like, yo, should we move to Texas?
Yes.
She's like, I don't care what it costs. We ain't moving in. I'll be like, yo, like, why can't Texas real estate exist in New York?
Or anywhere else? It's like, what? Yo.
It is so much space out there.
It's so much space out there.
Bro.
Texas is actually bigger than most European countries. Yo. It's wild.
It's crazy.
Wild.
Definitely bigger than Monaco. I just went out to Monaco recently. That shit was fucking amazing.
Oh, nice.
Dang, what's Monaco? I'm still ghetto.
It's the richest.
Don't let the internet fool you. I'm still ghetto.
Richest country per capita in the world, man. All the billionaires is in Monaco. And I got a friend.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people probably think it's Dubai or Singapore.
For sure.
Look
Monaco.
at that. That's crazy, right?
I've been to Singapore.
You been to Singapore?
Yo, I don't know. I don't care what you say.
All right, you got
They rich.
You got to tell the story about who'd you meet out there? Who'd you see? All right.
They not gonna believe me, but I got receipts. I seen Kim Jong-un.
King John. Ooh, that's the richest.
The leader of North Korea.
Oh, King John. Ooh.
Let me tell you.
Who can see that? No one can see that.
Let me tell you.
Bro,
Is this facts?
This is, bro, I don't lie. This is facts. Matter of fact, yo, I'm going to send you the videos and you're going to pop them up. All right? We're going to have the editing team pop up. So, what year was this? Please, dang.
They gonna fact check.
So, Trump met with Kim Jong-un in Singapore. Right? I didn't know this. So, and I went with my Haitian bro.
Shout out to my Haitians.
Don't travel 24 hours with Haitians. I love you, bro.
24 hours.
Dr. R, I'm not gonna say your name. We actually talked today. That's my brother. I love him. Saved me through college. Saved me a lot through college. With cards, like helping me out when I was going through a lot. But anyway, my brother, Dr. R, Haitian brother. So my wife was pregnant at the time. So NYU asked me to go to Singapore to like present a project, like a speech. It was the flu season. We had a lot of babies dying in the hospital. We had a machine called the VDR. And I was able to use this machine to save a lot of babies. Cool, right? So boom, they wanted me to present at a presentation in Singapore. So I went to my boss. I'm like, listen, wifey's pregnant. They say I could bring a +1. My wife was pregnant. She was 6 months. Thank God she didn't go because my daughter ended up being born in premature. So she didn't go. She's like, yo, I'm not feeling good. I'm not going. Bring you one of your boys. So I bought my boy Rich. what's his name? Richie. Rich.
Yeah.
That's not his first name. They ain't know. Haitian. Dr. Rich. Now you know a little more. All right. So we go to Singapore, right? The first 3 days we staying at like a Hilton. It's beautiful. We are lit. We in the clubs. Yo, every time they ask us, you from New York, that means something in Singapore. You from New York, they kept playing Jay-Z. I'm like, okay, cool. We know we in New York. So we got the club shut down. I'm showing y'all the videos after this. I'm not lying. So we cutting the club down in Singapore. I hit my boss up. I'm like, listen, Marina Bay Sands is one of the most expensive hotels in the world.
Yes, sir.
I got the black card. Can we get 2 days there? My boss said, do what you want, man. Have a good time. Swiped it. Go to Marina. Tyler Perry's at the hotel. Didn't see him. Floyd Mayweather is there. Seen Floyd. Couldn't get close to him. Didn't want to act like a groupie. You know, I wasn't, you know, I'm not Floyd, but you know, I'm feeling myself. I got the black card. It's not mine. But you can do it. I could do it, Floyd. I'm on NYU budget. I'm about to get fired. It's crazy. So we at the ding, boom, boom, boom. So, yo, I need my phone. This is crazy. It's an island. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the name. So anyway, at the club, we meet this dude. So they have like an Uber of Singapore. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Y'all should go. Like, we telling us where to go, the travel. It's like a special island. So imagine you chilling in Manhattan and somebody's like, yo, you ever heard of Governor's Island? Similar situation like that. I forgot the island's name. I'm going to get it to you when we get off camera. So we end up trying to go there. Bro, it's a 20-minute ride, taking us like an hour in traffic. So when we get there, Secret Service is there. So I'm confused. I'm like, oh God, blah, blah, blah. Show them the U.S. passports. They take us out the car, drove us past everybody. And I'm like, all right, what's going on? They was like, oh, you're American, so we giving y'all special interest. The president's here meeting with King Jong-un. I'm like, what? Allen was trash. We didn't get to do nothing. We ended up getting stuck. Had to take a bus back. Homie who gave us the app just started ignoring us. So now we tight. So we get back to Marina Bay Sands. We're like, yo, we in the most expensive. And you see the garden they have from our windows, like that special garden. What's it called? We always say
their botanical. Like,
yeah, like their botanical gardens. You can see it from Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah.
So we tight. We wasted like 6 hours on this island. Obviously, you can't get close to Trump and all that. So we walking. And my boy is like, yo, that's King Jong-un. I'm like, yo, Haitians, y'all always doing the most, bro. Why would King Jong-un be here? And he's like, bro, that's why they took us through Secret Service. I'm like, no, that's not true. Bro, King Jong-un, bro. This us. This King Jong-un. And he's just like this, waving at everybody. So I guess they trying to give him a tour of Singapore. Like, this is the most expensive hotel in the world. My boy like, yo, bro. I said, don't do that. I'm not going to North Korea with you. You can't be yelling at him. But he don't speak English, so he's smiling like this at us. And it's mad dudes. It ain't like I could touch him. It's mad dudes between us. It's him, it's us. And I'm like, yo, I seen King Jong-un, but that's my story.
That's crazy.
We'll talk about specific.
That's crazy.
So yeah, when I was in Singapore, I seen King Jong-un.
Because he got a certain haircut too, right?
Definitely shorter than me. I'm 5'4".
He's got the same one as his father's and his father's father.
It's a fact.
Bro, they look all the same, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
But he don't speak English, so he was just, you know, Haitian boy from New York, try to say like from Queens. He was like saying some crazy shit. He's like, yo, bro, what you doing in your country? I'm like, yo, chill. Oh God,
We don't want to go to jail.
no, I ain't going to jail. Yo, they took a year to get Britney. Imagine me.
Yo,
I would still be there. I would still be there. I'll probably have a 6-pack though. They ain't gonna feed me. But listen, but anyway, that's another story. Yo, stop talking about me, bro. I don't want to tell my story. This is about, we got Blaise.
Get an order.
We got Blaise, but it's a great story. But yeah, I've been to Singapore, but so my opinion, I thought that was the richest place ever because it was crazy. McDonald's was a 5-star restaurant there. Beautiful. I ain't never have a chicken sandwich like that.
Ching.
Nah, it wasn't expensive. It was just, and the Popeye served eggs.
Facts?
They serve eggs and rice with every meal. It's like, yo, can I get 3 pieces? Oh, you want the eggs? No, whoa, what are you talking about? I want fries. But Singapore was amazing. 23-hour flight. Almost died in the flight, but that was crazy. Yeah, we was definitely like, the plane was like
One
this
of
for a while.
these days.
Singapore Airlines is not a airline. It's a hotel on the plane. It was crazy.
We'll find someone to interview out there. On the plane and in there.
Who said I'm going back? All right, that trip was. I went for free. Yeah, I went for free. I don't know.
Wrong.
But anyway, Blaise, back to you. Yo, stop talking about me, man. We're not talking about Singapore.
Blaise.
No, that's it. I'm calling Blaise.
That's what he like to call it.
Yeah,
That's his
we
nickname
cool
for
like
me.
that, bro.
All right, one of these days, you're gonna own like a wine or like orchard or something.
For sure.
No, but let's speak on that.
Alright,
Like,
you
so
see that?
you sold
Alright,
Body Armor.
Yes, sir.
You realize the success of beverages.
Absolutely.
You're gonna talk to me about off camera what I need to do, how much money I need to raise, so we can talk. But anyway,
yes, sir.
and not now after like 2 years of knowing me, like you could trust me. Then you're gonna introduce me to the Italians. All right, cool. You gotta make sure you can trust me.
It take me like quickly to get somebody to know somebody. I don't need like 2 years or something.
I don't know, bro. I'm kind of crazy.
4, episode 3 of Power right here.
Like season 6 of Meeting Jonathan. Now you can meet the Italians.
I hate when I go on dates or like when you meet women and they want to like date you for like a year. You know what I mean? To get to know you. It takes me like quickly to know who I'm dealing with. Like,
but that's a skill though, bro.
From South Jamaica,
that's
Queens,
true.
That's a skill.
You gotta
to
know, like you gotta be reading people in the eye quickly and know what type of timing they on.
But
it takes you a year. But
the thing about that is though, that's probably why you're successful. Cause I'm very big. Like people say I'm weird when I say stuff like this. I am very big on energy.
Hell yeah.
Like I could be in a room and Gabe and them think I'm weird, and I'm like, yo, we gotta go.
Yeah. You feel it.
I know, and it's a Bronx thing. Like I'm so blessed by all the bad things I went through. Like I don't ever want to change my life. Like everything I went through, no matter how bad it was, it taught me so much. So like that's a skill, bro.
That's
like,
a fact.
And that's why you at where you at, for real.
Room,
to read that room, bro, to know who I need to talk to, what I can't say, how comfortable I need to be.
Yes, sir.
Or like, let me say something crazy and see how this person reacts. Like I'm very crazy like that. I'm gonna do something weird and see how they react. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's important, bro. So like shout out to you for doing that.
Yeah, I definitely have a knack for like going into a room and going straight to whoever's the head of the room.
That's amazing.
I could just feel it, and then I just know who to go to and spark up that conversation. Like networking is the big thing. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I went to school. I got my master's degree in business.
Nice.
But networking is like, that's what I do. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And I've been fortunate enough to know the right people and know what to say to them and have that conversation with them.
Shout out to you. Black brother
guys.
from South Jamaica, Queens with a master's.
Whew, it's not too many of us.
Where'd you get your master's from?
I got it at St. Peter's University in Jersey City.
Hey.
That's a fact. Shout out to Joyzy, man.
Hey. Oh, you heard that, Anthony?
Joyce.
You heard that? not a lot of people say that. That's 1 in 100.
From Jersey.
Only is one.
100,000. I mean,
Jersey Shore and Jersey City is two different places. That don't count.
From the shore?
From the shore.
Facts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, he got excited again. Never mind. I'm wrong.
It's a party out there on the shore and everything. It's good vibes out there.
He done shot Jersey Shore like members. Like,
he gets spray tan in the summer and everything. Right?
Watch when you see this man Instagram. If you famous, he done shot you.
You know how to dance, bro?
Of course.
All right, so he got you. He got you.
Yeah, you gotta know how to dance.
He got you, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ladies need to see you move or anything.
Yeah,
Definitely.
One hits.
That's facts.
Facts.
Now let's go a little bit into your Instagram.
Yes, sir.
You have a big following.
Yes, sir.
You obviously have a multi-brand deals and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Talk to the viewers. Like, we in the content creator world.
Yeah.
There's so many people, especially our audience, that like to talk about content. They're trying to figure out, how do I get into this space? How do I monetize myself? How do you do that? Take us through your process and like why you thought Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or the pages that you monetize was so important to your brand.
Yeah, well, honestly, it started with Body Armor. When I was working with Body Armor, out here in New York, the sales weren't too crazy because if you go into a deli in New York, they got 1 million beverages, so it's hard to, make a, change or whatever. So I went to social media. I was like, I could reach more people through social media than I can hitting all these fucking delis every day.
Word.
So I started with that, and we was fortunate enough to have James Harden, Kobe Bryant, Mike Trout. So working with those guys and being around those guys, getting content with those guys.
Nice.
That really started my social media platform.
Uprising.
Yeah, uprising for sure. And then having an uncle, Irv Gotti, he's taking you around Diddy, DJ Khaled, and I'm watching Khaled on Snapchat. Like, Khaled, I love Khaled, man. I was watching him on Snapchat, seeing the way he's doing it and blowing up and then taking it to Instagram. So I was fortunate enough to go to DJ Khaled's party in LA.
Nice.
And there's so many celebrities there. And I was on Diddy's Instagram Live. And I just compounded it. And then I just started putting the brand deals with it. working with Banana Republic, Puma.
Damn.
I just did a deal with Saks, so I'm a Saks man, which is
Wow.
fucking crazy. Me and Moms used to go to Saks. Not often, but when we did, it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
So to do a deal with them was like surreal. And I took my grandma and my aunt recently to Saks and my niece, and I got them some David Yurman jewelry. My mom loved David Yurman.
That's fire,
So
bro.
it was surreal to bring them back to David Yurman at Saks. So shout out to Saks, man. And social media, Instagram. Definitely thank you, Instagram. You've definitely made me some millions. So I appreciate you guys for sure.
Hey, yo, that's amazing, bro.
I appreciate it,
All
man.
right, so for someone who wants to follow in your footsteps, what would you tell them?
Good luck. You heard.
Queens get the money. That was a Queen's answer right there.
I would say networking, man. It starts with networking. I used to go into delis and I talked to everybody. I talked to the janitor up to the CEO. Right. You know what I mean? The janitors, the people who you don't think is in power, they be knowing the gyms and they really running the companies.
Yeah.
So I go to them and I find out what's going on. You know what I mean? And then you know work your way up to the CEOs and you learn. But I talk to everybody, bro.
Yo, Gabe.
So,
Yo, be Ffrench.
Say, yo,
listen, man. So we were last week, 2 weeks ago. Gabe was there doing BTS. I'm filming with Vice News, right? And the associate producer talking to him from the Bronx.
BX.
And I'm like, yo, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I'm nice to everybody. I spend a lot of times yelling at people for how they treat janitors, how they treat certain people. My dad was a janitor. He was a cook. Like, so I treat everybody. I don't care who you are. Nice. Like, I want to be treated.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never, and it's not even on some, maybe you could do something for me one day. You just treat everybody with respect. The associate producer for the documentary we shooting with the Brooklyn Debate League, which is a nonprofit, was the janitor at Vice News.
That's crazy.
that's wild, bro.
That's crazy. Them tables, man.
He was the janitor. Pitched to Nadir one day, and now is associate producer.
Crazy. Tables, man, they turn.
So, like, if you're listening, you never know.
Facts.
You never know.
That's a fact.
Listening to you right now, you hear your story. Look where you at now.
Yeah. I knew, though.
If the viewers know my story, yeah, I knew too.
You know? I know.
If the viewers know my story, right?
No,
like,
right.
I'm not, like, bring it down. Like, I'm not nowhere near where I need to be. I'm not saying like I'm the stepping stone to where you want to be in your world. Be better than me. But I am blessed right here, right now.
Yes,
this
sir.
podcast will never be to be sold. I could just work in the hospital for the rest of my life. I have a life that I never dreamed of.
Yeah.
My daughters are happy right now. They probably eating. My credit card gonna be crazy when I get home. They probably eating lobster right now.
Go
I don't
crazy.
know what my wife is doing. I'm probably gonna be stressed, but I'll figure it out. And I can figure it out. That's the problem. Like, most people just, you're stuck in a situation you can't figure it out. So, yo, thank you for saying that, because like the film we're working on right now, the associate producer was the janitor.
Crazy.
And people don't realize that. There's so many people that you meet in these spaces with amazing stories who went through adversity. You know, like, your pain ain't unique sometimes.
That's a fact.
And when the world highlights your pain, be thankful for it. I know sometimes we like, oh God, like, like you were being vulnerable today.
Thanks.
Rest in peace to Kim.
Absolutely.
Your mother raised somebody amazing. Shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
She is with us. She's proud of you.
Appreciate it, man.
You came in humble, respectful. You got 3 million followers. I don't even know why you here. But hey, you here because you showing respect. But yo, for real, man, like, shout out to that, man. And that was a beautiful statement. I'm sorry, I be going on tangents sometimes, man. But do your thing, man, for real, man.
I was gonna say the most powerful thing and also the hardest thing is to be vulnerable. It's a lot of respect right there, man.
Very, very
I'm
tough.
teaching him. He's been better. It's been like what? 10 years? Yeah, I've been teaching him.
Tea.
It takes a lot, bro.
Codeine.
Takes a lot.
Nah.
But for real though, as black men, we can't afford not to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because there's so many 13-year-olds shooting people.
That's a fact.
There's so many 13-year-olds out here bugging because the world telling them they gotta be tough because they watch a music video and they say, I gotta be that to be somebody.
Word.
You know, like, everybody's like, yo, you writing a book about your worst fears, your worst secrets. You don't think, because I got the proof that there's so many kids I deal with on a daily basis that look at me and say, because you're vulnerable, coach, I could cry today. I could tell you my truth. So as black men, I feel like if you're a black man, you don't have no choice but to be vulnerable.
That's a fact.
You have no choice but to be real. That not crying, going out and lashing and hurting your community, you are a bitch for that.
Now you
A real man is the one that's vulnerable, that's able to say, I don't care where I'm at, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm suffering, I need help.
You're right.
And people don't realize that black men kill themselves more than anybody. We create more suicide than anybody.
That's a big fact. That's a statistic,
Right. And that's because of this bullshit perception.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I wanted to say the vulnerable, man, like being vulnerable is very tough. So anybody out there, especially black young men, it's not easy being vulnerable. Like I come from South Jamaica, Queens. So it's the toughest people. Well, you're from the Bronx. People from the Bronx are a little crazy out there. But South Jamaica, Queens ain't no picnic over there. No, and my staple is my smile. You know what I mean? My mom always be like, have me in the mirror, practicing my smile. So that's my thing. And coming from South Jamaica, Queens, you can't just be smiling out there, walking around. But I did. You know what I mean? That's who I am. And I had to be vulnerable, and I had to kind of, own that, and they accepted it, you know what I mean? And I give you a quick story. One day I was coming into my apartment in Southside, walking in with mad groceries, smiling, mad happy. Like 5 niggas walking by. They like, yo, what's up with them groceries and all that? I'm like, yo, what? Like, fuck is y'all talking about? You know what I mean? I put it on quick.
Yeah.
And I realized, you know what I mean? Like that face you gotta kind of have to kind of get through the neighborhood and everything. So just being vulnerable it's not easy at all. You know what I mean? And it translated into body armor, because then I would go into targets, right? There was a point in my life where I would always have to hit these targets.
Yeah.
And the first target I would go to, I never got a sale in the first store I went to, right? And I was like, what the fuck is with the first store? I can't get the first store. And then I realized that I had the look from the neighborhood, because, in the morning time, you wake up, you walk out, you see all these, right? And I would bring that energy into the first store I would go into. And then one day I just realized, I'm like, you got that look from the neighborhood, bro. You gotta, like, you know what I mean? And after that, then I just started being myself, and I go back to the neighborhood, I'm smiling, I'm who I am. And, I love I'm from Baisley. I love my people from Baisley. And, but it's not easy being vulnerable, man. So any young black or any race you are, just accept who you are and be who you are. You know what I mean? Especially in today's world, you got all kinds of people and stuff. So just accept who you are. You know what I mean?
Yo, respect for that, man.
Appreciate it, man.
And like, again, man, that's the tough part. Like how you grow up in South Jamaica, Queens, how you grow up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, how you grow up in the South Bronx. And you taught, like, again, like, I'm happy. My life is good. And people see that as weakness.
That's a fact.
And we know scientifically that smiling increases dopamine. It makes you happy. It extends your life.
Sure.
Telling a joke extends your life. This is proven. There's research with this.
Good energy.
But the fact that the communities that we come from as black men, we got to create this body armor.
Yes, sir.
We got to create this image that says, I'm with the shits.
That's a fact.
I dare you to play with me.
That's a fact.
Even the motherfuckers that's cowards do it.
Yeah.
This is true.
I'm happy. I like school. Now I don't got lunch money. The fuck? You supposed to highlight me.
This is very, very true.
You supposed to be happy. You supposed to push me forward.
Facts.
Somebody in my neighborhood doing something. So what that do when we get adults? But the thing is a reflection. A lot of people don't do what you just said you do, Ffrench. Reflection. Peace. I'm going into these things, something ain't happening for me. Now I got to sit down and say, why this not happening for me?
What am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong?
Look yourself in the mirror.
It's so hard when you're wired to be the tough guy. It's so, I always tell people, everybody look at my story like, oh, I be with my kids in nonprofit. Oh, coach, you was a thug. I read that. I'm like, I was soft. I know monsters. I got brothers I love every day that call me from Rikers. They about it. I was never really about it.
Yeah.
It was a facade. I was trying to survive.
Exactly.
But I ain't never want to hurt my community.
Never.
I ain't never want to do the certain things I did. I was trying to survive. And now I'm thankful to be home and say that was never me.
My boy just came
some of the softest people do the craziest things.
That's how it mostly is. And that was a big thing for me too, because I'm no pussy. Like I ain't no gangster, but I'm definitely ready
Exactly.
And when I realized that too, I'm like,
yo, by the way, I'm pussy. Don't bother me. I don't know about Ffrench. Leave me alone. I'm trying to go into my kids, man. I ain't doing no tough nothing, man.
That is a fact.
For real, bro. Like, if you want to label me that, bro. No, seriously, bro. I don't got time to be trying to act tough. I'm not about it. You can take it. Don't even ask twice. Say, yo, give me your card. You can have it. Just know when I get home, it's going to be cash. You ain't getting nothing. I don't carry cash. Like, you ain't getting nothing. Like, call my accountant.
I realized, though, in New York, back in the day, gangster was it.
Yeah, of course.
And now, it's getting money is it. That gangster shit ain't it.
It ain't it.
You get money. That's take care of your family. Buy your mama a house. I heard Meek say this too, but you know what I mean? Doing that and selling a fucking beverage company, that's gangster. That's
but why it ain't it? You should know this more than anybody. Why it ain't it? Because only your uncle beat this. Only your uncle beat this. 99%
conviction rate.
Your uncle is the
99 conviction.
If you don't know, for people in the back, if you don't know Gabe, Irv Gotti was one of the only people to ever beat a RICO charge. 1%.
His stories on that Fed.
His story is on another level. Irv Gotti was in a RICO charge. The same thing Young Thug is going through.
Yes, sir.
The same thing a lot of black men is going. Like, the feds don't need to prove anything. They can just prove, like, you was associated with this person who did that. So now you got to go to jail for 30 years.
Oh, it's in your lyrics.
It's crazy.
That's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie.
And the way it's looking.
That's wild.
You know, I don't have no opinion on Young Thug. I'm not saying, you know, like, shout out to him, prayers for him.
Yeah.
But it ain't looking good.
It's not.
Right? So, like,
we ain't fucking
it ain't cool. We getting smarter. That's not cool,
that's
bro.
That is a big
There is too many ways, like what your family has done in the music industry. There's too much residual revenue to be doing anything crazy.
I mean, you got social media now. Like, you don't gotta do. It's easy. You could be at your home creating content, making millions of dollars, like selling drugs and all of that. And but selling drugs is legal now too, though. I do got a lot of friends who are in the cannabis industry.
Yes.
So if you do it legally.
Big facts. Get your smoke shop. Have your grow.
And if you were selling crack for 10 years, take that business model and turn it into something legal.
Facts.
It's about
longevity.
There's so many people in the projects who have done wrong. Yes, I don't condone it, who has hurt their communities, but you cannot knock the fact that they are smart business men and women.
Very smart. Very, very smart.
It's very hard to do illegal things and be out of jail for so many years. What if so many black men and women took those talents and turned it into something positive? Most of the reasons I've been successful is that I've learned things from the hood that translate well into business.
Absolutely.
I've learned so many lessons from the Bronx. Everything I do, from charisma, when to be crazy, when to shut up. This person looks weird. I need to leave this situation. I need to be here longer. Like, all these lessons I learned was through pain.
Facts.
So when are we going to take our pain and make it legit? Yeah. You don't need 20 degrees. You don't need the bachelor's all the time. When are you going to take your pain and take that smart-minded individual you're using for pain and turn it into good?
Translating your energy. That's something I do with acting, because I be real nervous before, and nervous with anything. I like being nervous too. I like being in positions that make me, because that's where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I don't want to be nonchalant. I don't give a fuck. I like being in nervous situations.
I feel you on that.
And translate that energy into something positive.
It's a challenge.
You know what I mean? But it's like a fucking feeling, that high you get when you translate it and you do it right. It's like,
why? Because you're growing during that process.
Definitely.
Well, you said something though. You're acting.
Yes, sir.
What's that direction? What are you doing to act? Are you taking classes?
Yeah.
What do you want to do with it?
I'm taking classes. I'm just had an audition for a Netflix Sony project.
Snap.
Yeah, definitely.
Hold on. Let's snap. Snapping the mic.
That's fire though. No, seriously, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, man.
What's the genre? What are you gonna be doing? Romance, comedy? Like what is this?
Yeah, rom-coms, action. You know, I play basketball, some athletics, so I love the action stuff.
Nice.
But I got a project with my Uncle Irv called Made in America. It's about how black people make it in America through hip hop.
You know I'm an Irv fan, so I know all about it.
That's
but you
amazing.
tell it. Shut up.
Yeah, so it's super dope, man. And it wasn't easy because Irv's been doing movies for like 5 years, TV, and I've been trying to get in it, asking him. He's like, nah, because you got to prove yourself.
Yeah, of course.
And I always say, like, nobody gonna come and get you from your couch. Like, people be sitting on their couch thinking like, yo, somebody gonna come, like, yo, I got this opportunity for you. It don't work like that. You gotta put yourself in positions for them to not say no. And my uncle, I proved myself. I was working background for years here in New York, taking classes, and then we found a right role for me and Made in America. So I'm actually opening up his movie, which is super dope. And then I got this movie called Plan B, with Jamie Lee, who's a Emmy Award-winning writer. I got a scene with her. So yeah, man, I love the acting stuff, man. Yes,
Nice.
sir.
I was watching.
Just a reminder, make sure you strap up so Plan B is not an option.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a typical Gabe question. I answer.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. Not for me, for y'all. I got like 5 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody take a sip. That was a sip drink. That was a sip drink
for sure.
But I was watching an interview with Irv, and he was talking about how happy he was to get the clearance for the song Made in America.
Yes, sir.
Which is one of my favorite songs. Jay-Z,
Kanye.
Kanye.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah,
Of
hey,
course.
we don't gotta agree with some of the choices,
Facts.
but we ain't gonna disrespect that he's a genius when it came to music.
Absolutely.
And he changed the culture for a lot of black and brown children.
Definitely.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Definitely.
Now, that don't mean we agree with a lot of things he's doing and
We
what he's
not
going
agreeing
through.
with all that
He
shit he's
ain't
doing,
agreeing with
man. I
all
ain't
that
gonna
you
lie.
doing.
That's a fact.
But we ain't gonna knock the fact that you did a lot for hip hop.
Sure.
And
Sure.
we wish you cared more about how you make us look because we need you.
Yeah, definitely.
We
man.
need you, and if
Big
you going,
impact
and
on
you
a lot
going-
of cultures.
Yeah, if you're going through a mental health crisis, get help, my brother.
Definitely.
Get help, my brother. Turn the corner because what you have been doing lately ain't it.
Ain't it? I mean,
Ain't it?
I would love to segue into me getting into politics. It's like
really?
something, yeah.
Wow.
That's important to you.
Yeah, super important, man.
Uh-huh.
Just in the sense of like with COVID, and taking the shot, right? I didn't know who to look to for that, right? Like I didn't have nobody. I was waiting for like LeBron or Jay-Z to say, we getting a shot. And nobody was saying anything. And I didn't know what we was doing, right? I'm sure y'all was like, are we doing the shot? We not doing it? What's going on? So just in that leadership role, I definitely would love to get in that position and to be that voice for people to say, this is what we doing. We taking
what
a
does
shot.
that mean for you? You want to go towards, I thought you were going to like acting, but you want to go towards acting and politics. So you would be like a senator,
Why can't
maybe
he?
mayor.
I know sports nigga was
Yeah,
the
that's-
Where would you want to
Was
go
in
then? How
California.
far?
Following that footstep.
President?
Hell yeah.
Dr. Oz almost just won
like
the
that.
Senate for
Absolutely.
Pennsylvania.
That's
like,
amazing.
You could be an entertainer. Ronald Reagan was an actor before he was president, right?
In
President of
today's
Ukraine.
world, you kind of gotta have that like social media presence and
That's-
that.
yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I mean? It's 2023.
Bro,
like,
you got 3 million votes right there.
come
But
on.
I will say, as a medical professional, love you, Ffrench.
Hell yeah,
Don't look
love
for
you.
Jay-Z to tell you he's looking shot. Call me. I'm sorry. Yo, Hope, we love you.
We love
Brooklyn, we across the street from something you made.
Yes.
This area is what it is because of you.
Station, you right
But you ain't the
here.
guy.
I love
Call
Hope,
her.
man.
I spent half my life learning medicine. And I'm gonna tell you this too. As a person who been in the hospital, who was on the front lines for 3 years watching people die consistently, I couldn't have helped you in that situation. Because when you're facing a pandemic like that and we didn't have the answers, we were freestyling, we were trying to learn what was happening. It hit us in a way where we didn't understand.
That's a fact.
So unfortunately, we had to rely on the CDC. We had to rely on Dr. Fauci. And there was a lot of inconsistencies with their message. And it's not because they didn't care and not because they weren't educated. It's because we was dealing with something we didn't know what we was dealing with.
Very true.
So commend a person like Jay-Z. I commend a person like LeBron who has the power.
Yeah.
And they deserve that power because what they did for our culture.
Absolutely.
To sway the mindset of so many people. And that's why what you're doing is amazing. And you got to hone that in. I don't have the following you have. Gabe don't have the following you have. But when you have access to that many people, when you have access to a legend like Irv Gotti, you got to be very cautious of what you put out there.
For sure.
Because there's so many people that if LeBron said, take this shot, they would have did it. And I promise you, no disrespect to LeBron, he ain't the guy to tell you what to do. Because when you got guys who have dedicated 50 years to their life to medicine, who have read thousands of textbooks, who don't know what the heck is going on.
Facts.
What LeBron gonna tell you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I say that to say you are going to be on the verge of that. You are going to be able to sway people. You're already doing that. And the content you creating is amazing. It's helpful.
man.
You being in the gym inspires me.
Appreciate it.
You being with Sax. I watched the video with your grandmother. It was emotional for me because one of my biggest things is me taking care of my grandmother. That's the woman who raised me. That's the woman who I give my flowers to. And grandma, if you watching this, I know she ain't gonna never watch this, but my grandma won't leave the projects. No matter what I do, no matter what I offer. I offer houses in North Carolina. Go back home. I've also houses in Virginia.
What's her name?
Gwendolyn Smith. Gwendolyn Smith.
Right there.
My rock. My grandmother. She like Anthony. She half white, half black. My grandmother is lighter than Gabe, gray hair. But that's my everything, man. I love you, Ma.
Man.
I love my mother too. But grandma.
Linda, shout out to Lucky Linda, man.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you about Linda.
Tell us about Linda, baby.
So Linda is the ultimate hustler. She was a number runner.
Ooh,
yeah.
She was making money. She was on She from Harlem?
Nah, she from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay,
live in Queens.
Nice.
So she would be the bookie. So
Wow.
all the hustlers would come in and put their numbers on the horses.
Wow.
And I was like,
She's smart.
third grade. I was like 8. After school, I would have to go to the number hole, very illegal. I would sit under her desk, and she would just take the numbers down. I'm seeing all these hustlers come in,
Wow.
and they suits with the hats on.
That's
and all
Woo!
that. So that's where I really picked up my
You have a
hustle
crazy
from.
story, bro. Oh my god.
Crazy story.
Yo. It's a lot of good influence.
Yeah, it's been a journey, man. It's definitely been a journey. A lot of times I've been wanting to say, fuck it. Even with Body Armor, man, there was a time where I was about to do a demo. It was snowing, it was freezing cold. I'm doing a fucking demo, giving out sports drinks. I knew nobody wanted it at this time. I'm walking into the supermarket with the barrel cooler full of ice. Shit falls over, boom, ice all over the place, drinks everywhere, snowing. At that moment, I was like, fuck this shit. I was about to call them and say, yo, come get your shit. It's in fucking Long Island. I'm leaving the car. I'm leaving the drinks. Y'all come get your shit. I'm done.
Yeah.
And I called Linda, grandma. All this shit. What am I doing, grandma? I got a fucking master's degree. I'm fucking giving out samples of drinks. She said, calm down, relax. Get a hot chocolate. Take it easy. So I went in there. I just relaxed, calmed down, got through the day. A few years later, we sold for $8 billion. If I would have fucking been an idiot and gave up then, I would have been,
Yeah.
And there was so many people who gave up, and there's so many people who do give up. It's a struggle. It's a grind to grow a brand and to you know what I mean, make it, so to speak. Shit is not easy. You know what I mean? So fight through that motherfucker.
It's the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing. Patience is the hardest thing. And before I say anything else, big shout out to my grandma for always believing in me. She watches actually, and she listens to the podcast. So
What's
it's
her
crazy.
name?
May.
Yeah. Shout out
You
to
never told me
May.
grandma watched this? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Bro, my grandma has Instagram and everything.
Grandma, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she got Gram.
Yo, why
she
you
got
never told
TikTok.
Gram?
She got everything.
Bro, why you never told me grandma? Oh.
She's in the group chat, family chat on Instagram.
I'm about to say shit.
She be sending memes. She be sending memes. She's in her 60s.
Okay, grandma
Yeah.
young.
Yeah, grandma
still
young.
out there.
Matter of fact, this space we in, grandma own this. Yeah. Shout out to grandma.
I love you.
Family.
Yeah, grandma
You're
own this
amazing.
space, baby.
The most powerful thing I always tell St. John is someone that believes in you.
Oh,
Yeah.
So much more powerful than love, I feel like.
Yeah,
Someone
they
that
believe
believes,
in
it could be
you.
someone random. And I always have that one random person that comes to me and it's, you should be doing more. I'm like, damn.
Has grandma they be saying that to you?
My grandma, I have one random lady in my wine store that comes to me every day. She
I'm
tips
waiting
me
for him to say
20.
me.
She gives me an opportunity. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Especially when
Nah,
it's
but seriously, John, of course, John. Come on. Yeah. So as
I'm
you
waiting for him to say Anthony. Nah, but that's what it's about, bro. Like, it's not about the start, bro. It's like the journey.
Yeah,
journey.
You know, I love watching Mike Tyson, man. I shared it today on my Instagram. It was like, yo, like you gotta hit rock bottom to appreciate this.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Everybody like, yo, why you always so, like you said, the smile. Like I go in the hospital, like, yo, why you so happy? Like the work we do, why you so happy? And I'm like, you have no idea.
Exactly where I came from and what
You
I got
have
through to
no
get here.
idea.
Like for losing my mom, and me and mom best friends. So when I was 15, when I lost her, I was in such a dark place. So when I got out of it, everything is...
How did you get out of that? That's hard,
yes,
man.
how did you get out of that?
Grandma Linda and basketball. I was able
Basketball.
to channel that energy into basketball. It's all about that channeling that energy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people have a lot of negative energy, and you got to channel it into the right places and put it into the right spots. You know what I mean? Like
That's
nervous, you could freak yourself out and just fucking spaz out, or you could be just fucking mad and just... shoot up the fucking room. But if you channel it right, beverages, acting, whatever you want to do, you just got to put your energy into the right spots. So I was fortunate enough.
Now, without basketball, do you think acting is your outlet now? Or do you think it's still the entrepreneurship?
Nah, entrepreneurship is who I am for sure.
Yeah.
But my mom, she always said, I want you to own an NBA team and not play on it. She was so big on that. Like, I want you to be an owner.
Damn, bro.
And
Kim.
Yeah, Kim.
We love you. We know she here.
Definitely. Oh, I done dodged so many bullets. She done got me out of so much shit. I'm on my last favor from her. I know it because I didn't use a lot of favors. Thank you, moms. But definitely.
Nah, man, that's special, bro.
Oh man, it's been a journey for sure.
And I know you said you was 15, but in 15 years, she got a lot accomplished.
Yeah.
I know men who's 30 who still got emotional issues, who mom is still alive.
It's a fact.
And to look at you at the men, and, I'm giving her all the credit. I don't care what you say.
For sure.
Like, yo, the way you carry yourself, the way you came in, your charisma, your smile, your happiness.
I was about to say, to be smiling,
your energy. Yo, if you look at all the episodes, I never really talk. You got me talking a lot today. You got me talking a lot today because I spent most of my life where everybody's always talking about me, or I got to talk about myself, I got to give a speech. So this podcast, I created it with the purpose of, yo, shut up some days. Like, how do you give other people their flowers? And, when I watch your uncle on Drink Champs, right? Like, a lot of things, obviously we don't have remote TV in the budget. But
yet.
we drank. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
Eddie, come on.
We drank. We have a good time. My brand is building. Ain't nothing, we not rushing nothing. We enjoying the process. But one of the things I learned from them is giving people your flowers, giving respect.
Absolutely.
But the energy matters. The energy is important.
facts.
And there's a lot of things happening in this
Big
room that I
facts.
don't know, but I feel good today, man.
I
And that's
like
because
that.
of you, bro. For real, man.
I love you guys, man. There's no choice. I had to come and make this happen. For
Appreciate
you guys
you, bro.
to have me
Appreciate
on
you.
here and help me tell my story, I thank you guys more than you thanking me. You guys are helping me out more than you know it,
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate you, bro.
All the way from LA.
Yes, sir.
Back to
Yeah,
Queens.
man.
Always. Queens is...
Nah, that's dope, though. I like that, bro. I like
Let
that.
me ask you something. How the weather in LA, man? Because I heard it's getting cold in Georgia. It's getting cold everywhere.
it's-
Is it similar to what we feeling right now?
It's raining. It's raining a little bit out there in LA. But it's better weather in LA than it is here in New York.
Yeah, of course.
And if it's between New York and LA, I love New York. New York is my favorite. There's no place like New York. LA is cool for what it is. For the weather, for acting. A lot of venture capitalists too. That's been something I've been getting into lately. Is the venture capitalist space. After the success of Body Armor, investing in companies is something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
I like to grow brands. And a lot of venture capitalists are in LA, so I've been connecting with a lot of them and working with a lot of different brands and trying to build it. You guys got to come visit me in LA.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, we did it something.
Without a doubt. Without
Yeah,
a doubt.
something.
See that the house? I have energy drinks to the ceiling. I got clothes everywhere.
That's
I'm
amazing.
up at 4 a.m. trying different products out, trying clothes, different workout machines. I like it. It's like my research and development, lab over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Now, I know you're very busy, though. I could tell your schedule's busy. You're traveling constantly. You're doing these brand deals.
sir.
What do you do to de-stress? So you did. That was a tough one.
Yoga.
I know.
That was it, though.
Yoga.
High yoga. I'm a big high
I saw how you
yoga.
took
I'm a
that big
yogi.
deep breath.
Well, you know, after he did what he did, I don't do Bikram.
He did what he did.
I got some experience with this stuff. You know, I just do hot yoga. So shout out to Hot 8 Yoga. Shout out to Hot 8 Yoga in LA. I work with them, and it helps me with the breathing and calming down. And I actually just came back from Vermont just last night. I was in Vermont.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I did a deal with Vail Resorts, and they wanted me to come out to Vermont and ski.
Nice.
And, you know, black people don't ski. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, yo, that's some white people shit. But it was
It ain't even about black. Fat people don't ski. I can't do that.
You should have seen these people. You should have seen them. Everybody was out there.
They
3-year-olds. Fucking big people, grandmas, everybody.
Nah, I fought the wrong way. It's done.
Avalanche. I'm just
Tour is canceled this summer. Nah, we ain't doing that. You got at least be 185.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. You ain't changing my mind. I'm not torn at 270. It ain't. I mean, I'm not. How I look. Yeah, they pay me. We risk an ACL for money. Nah, we go. We ain't doing that, bro. I ain't even get to the color yet. I'm at the weight. Once I lose the weight, then we'll look at should black people be doing this? You been to Aspen?
Not yet.
Oh, I was about to say, if he went to Aspen,
Yeah.
I'm about to say, let me hold some.
a lot about
You been yet?
Nah, I just hear stories.
Hey, man, we struggling. You been to Aspen, you made it.
Yo, these are the richest broke guys. I love it. I love it.
That's what Kevin Hart and them
what it
chill
is,
at.
though?
Like, hey, been there.
Educated, bro. Highly educated. You got to keep that. It's always about wealth, knowledge.
Facts.
Bro, you're very educated.
Yeah. I'm rich in other
Gotta keep
ways.
that.
Yeah.
That's what it is, though. It's about the skills. It's about the mindset.
Yeah, it's about the mindset.
And I did just see something though that said you rather be lucky than smart. Because I do see, I'm gonna be honest, I do see a lot of smart people. Sometimes you can be too smart.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know what I mean, you be wrapped up in books and you gotta know how to move. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to move with it and be lucky. I've been lucky.
Yeah.
I've met people that I shouldn't have met. And you know, I just know how
you've
to
been
move.
blessed.
For sure. Super
Lucky
blessed.
and blessed.
Blessed, bro.
Same category.
I used to always say that. Literally, I'm not even trying to. I read something today. I was like, yo, I always say, yo, I'm lucky, yo, like, because when we grow up from South Jamaica, Bronx, Brooklyn, like something has to turn. Like we get reparations in different ways.
Facts.
No, seriously, like when something happened for me, they be like, oh, and I'm like, no, that was reparations.
They old.
I'm old.
Facts.
I'm old. It's been too many generations of suffering. Like I'm old. And now that I got the opportunity, it's on me. So like when people are like, yo, you wealthy, yo, you got this, you got this. No, I don't. It's so many people on my back. I got brothers. I got a sister. I got grandmother. I got kids. I'm not letting them take out student loans. We changing generations.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, it make me think about like something funny because I went to an all boys high school, Holy Cross.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how you survived that. You like 6'9",
it was
2% body fat.
It was dope.
Your teeth is the whitest I've ever seen. I knew you was in LA when I seen your teeth. I'm like,
shout out to
those not been years?
Yeah, they've been there.
Oh, bro, no.
Dr.
What's your
Lee.
dentist? I need them.
Dr. Lee,
No, you can't tell.
Haitian dude.
Why you said that on camera? You should have posted a lot.
No.
They look clean.
But I've always
Now, let's hear a story. Let's hear a story first.
Always.
Talked about teeth off camera.
And,
off camera.
yeah,
Bro, nah, his teeth is fire, bro.
I've always.
I seen people within years and they just mouth be thick. Like, yo, what are you
Go
doing?
back to Holy
bro?
Cross. Let's hear Holy
Like,
Cross.
what are you doing? Yo, your Jace is fire.
I
Yo, mind your
appreciate
business.
it.
Holy
We
Cross.
talking about his
Yo,
teeth.
go get your feet. Get out of here, bro.
We seen Holy Cross and going. Oh yeah. Holy Cross is an all boys high school.
Yeah.
So I got up to a really late start with women. Because you know, old boys school.
Lies.
No, bro.
I'm joking.
I was like not. It was bad, bro. Like, you know, they used to have school parties. I was at the gym. Like, it was horrible.
That's not horrible, bro.
Nerd.
You was focused.
Yeah, I guess, right?
You went D1 for a reason. You went D1 for a reason.
Yeah,
that
true.
takes work,
for
bro.
For sure. But you know, you want to be cool. You want to, socialize and stuff.
Yeah, I was too cool. That's why the baby at 17. Was too cool.
But now I'm 32. I'm single. I'm
32. Oh, this guy's
having fun.
What's the skincare routine? You talking about he 32?
It's called black.
Yeah,
It's called Body Armor sold for $8 billion.
That shit'll do it. That shit'll definitely do it.
Yo, I need to drink water. We're gonna be back after these messages.
Yes, sir. It is what it is. It is what it could
Hey, we back. I ain't drinking no water, but we back. It's because we ain't have Body Armor water. I'm not drinking nothing else but Body Armor
That's
water.
a fucking fact.
You
heard?
feel me?
Come on, man.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Yes, sir.
You still get residuals for it?
Well, the payout was so big, they just said take your money and go kind of thing.
But the reason why I asked that is not because I cared about your money or what you make. I'm not counting your pockets. But I still respect you for still standing behind a product even though you sold it.
It's my baby.
Because most people, but that shows that you went through the process with that.
Definitely.
Because most people will sell something and be like, forget about it. I'm not promoting no more. I'm not making no money.
Yeah.
But that shows the amount of sweat
Equity.
and energy and time you put into it and how much you really believe in that product.
I told you a nigga
Coca Cola better
just
give you a
got out
deal.
of jail. He slapped the shit off the table. I almost
Yo, Coca Cola, hire him back.
Nah, that's
because I don't want to be a number. You know what I mean? At Coca Cola, because actually when they bought,
What if the number's big?
Yeah, but you like a number. Everybody, I
Like
feel
it's a-
like
yeah.
like you work at Apple and you just like a machine.
Oh, I
yeah,
get
I
you.
see
Yeah,
what
so
you
when
mean.
they bought Body Armor, I left. Like a bunch of people stayed on the company, but I was ready to move on and go, and you know what I mean. But I still love the brand, and it's my
Yeah.
baby for sure.
So I got a question. Then,
Yes,
in
sir.
terms of that, in terms of business, in terms of life, relationships, when is it the time to let go?
I'm not gonna talk about you.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, honestly, like we was talking earlier, you know, you got a lot of stuff going on. You're at the hospital and you got so much stuff going on. I feel like when you have your main thing and then when the side stuff start bubbling too much, that's when it's time. Like when, you know, I was working with Body Armor and I was doing everything, you know, acting, fucking NBA agent, real estate. It wasn't bubbling enough for $8 billion.
Yeah.
I would have been a fool to leave. You know what I mean? So, but after it sold, this stuff was bubbling more than, you know, after the payout and stuff. So you know, you don't know, but you know, like when it's too much and you making too much money, and you know, that's when it's time. Like Body Armor sold for $8 billion. If somebody comes along and say they're gonna give you a check for $8 billion, it's time.
Nice.
You're not gonna get that. Like when it's like once in a lifetime type of shit, you got to be real with yourself and say, you know, I had it. It's time to let go. You know what I mean? But it is tough though. It's a tough
hardest
question.
thing, yo. It's the hardest thing.
Oh, shit. Oh, you talking about relationships? When it's time-
everything.
Okay.
Just letting go, period, I feel like is like one of the hardest things. It's just like, you got to understand that maybe it was a part of something that you loved.
Yeah.
That was something that it came from you, man.
For
Like,
sure.
To love something and let it go, that's just hard, bro.
And there's a difference between building something.
Yeah.
Like when I dropped all the shit and I was about to quit. That's not letting go. That was quitting.
Yeah.
When it gets to a certain point of success, that's when you could let go. When you like, you know what I mean? Like in American Gangster, Denzel, he was selling a lot of drugs, and the guy was like, you know, after a while, you know, it's not quitting, you're just retiring.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get to a certain level of success with something, and it's okay to let it go. You know what I mean? So only you know when it's time though to kind of let go and shit. So
All right. So then when was there ever a moment where you quit something,
quit?
and why?
I'm not a quitter. I'll fight through. I'm a fighter. I ain't a quitter. However, I do move. I move around. So I won't let it go, but I'll start moving around and start bringing in other shit. I ain't gonna sit and let, you know, just one pot. I always think of things like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm not like I can't just cook up one thing. I need to have multiple shit cooking up. We got the turkey with the mac. We got the greens. We got the yams cooking up. I ain't just cooking up one mac and just waiting on that mac to be ready. I'm gonna have a whole feast. You know what I mean?
I'm hungry now.
Definitely.
Yeah, damn it.
We feasting out here.
And that turkey take about 10 hours, so you're gonna eat the mac and the yams first.
Exactly. Fry a little chicken, maybe a little shrimp.
And if turkey's a little burnt, we on to the next. The mac was good. The mac was good.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
Respect. So
yes, sir.
Tell us about your newest projects, your newest beverages that you're excited about, that you can't wait to release. If you got release dates, if you got NDAs, I respect it. Don't mention it, but if you got things, like, let us know what's coming next. What's next
so we
for
got
Ffrench?
Yes, sir. We got the Made in America Tales. That's gonna be in theaters. We have the Plan B. That's gonna be in theaters. Words, freaking crazy. So definitely look out for those projects. Saks, Puma. A brand that I've been working with that I really love in LA is called Aloe. Their branding and marketing is outstanding. It's very plain. It's just ALO, black and white, but they've captured the market like no other. Like in LA, if you go out to the club, if you go out to a restaurant, you could wear Aloe and people be looking at you like, okay, you
wow, that's fire.
Yeah, so Aloe, I love Aloe. I've been working with them. I'm really excited about them. In terms of beverage wise, I definitely want to say, like, if a beverage company out there, I would love for you to reach out to me, because I haven't found a baby like BODYARMOR, and I probably will never find another BODYARMOR, but I would like to have something similar.
Yeah.
And I'm vetting out a bunch of companies. And I get hit up a lot about investing and stuff. And saying no is something I'm learning to do a lot more, because after BODYARMOR sold, everybody's like, yo, invest in this, do this, do this. And I was like, yeah, because I'm not an opportunist, but I like opportunities. Where I come from, to have people hitting you up and saying, like, work with us, it's like amazing. But you have to get to a point where you're selective and you're not just taking anything.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at now. So now I'm trying to just like find the right baby, and I have an eye for the right thing. Like, I knew this was gonna go, just because of the owner, just because of the leader. I like working with like leaders, and even just working with you guys and being here, I could tell you guys are gonna do amazing things, and it's probably gonna be this, but it may be something else. And I would be with you guys just because I know you guys are gonna figure it out. Like BODYARMOR, when I first started, the taste was horrible, it had overwrap on it. Like, a lot of people would have been like, this is crap. But I knew the leader, Mike Rapoli, I knew he was going to figure it out. So I invested in him and not just the product, because you can always change this. And, like brands like Aloe, it's the branding, it's the people behind the brands that really make things go. So I'm definitely looking for great leaders out there, and connecting with the right people, and having those resources. And
so then, according to you, what makes a great leader?
It's a good question. Fearless, definitely fearless. That's something I respect a lot. Great salesman. You got to be able to sell. You know what I mean? Like Mike Rapoli, Irv Gotti, they could sell shit. You know what I mean? Sell anything. You could fucking put shit and wrap it and put a name on it and sell it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be a salesman. And so that, and you got to be long-winded too. You got to have money. You got to have capital. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't really like working with people who, not cheap, but like, you got to be all in.
Like willing to take the risk.
Dang, it's like you're describing Gabe and Anthony. Yo, he throwing y'all alley hoop, y'all. Like, what's going on here?
You can't panic. You know what I mean? Because there's times where the water will get over your head, and you're like, I can't breathe. I'm fucking invested.
But when you panic, just don't let people know.
Yeah. I never panic, even when I panic. That's what I say. I never panic, even when I panic. You don't
people think I'm superhuman, but you ain't gonna know. Because it is what it is. We keep going.
Facts. That's never see it.
I think the best leaders are people who've been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
True.
And was able to overcome it. That's
Absolutely.
why I love Mike Tyson. I love watching people like that. It's just like, no matter what you do, I'm coming for you, man.
I'm coming for you. Lennox, I'm coming for you.
It is what it is. And knowing what you want. Because a lot of people go into things and they don't know what they want.
Very true.
And sometimes you just got to put your foot forward and just don't have expectations.
Yes, sir. Expectations is the worst.
The worst.
The worst, but it's also the hardest thing. It depends on where you come from. Because
I ain't gonna lie.
The pressure that you have from your family.
I be capping sometimes. I talk to my friends and people are doing amazing things, very wealthy, and they be like, John, just don't have expectations. And I'm like, I don't, but it's gonna be the best.
Facts.
It's gonna go. And if it don't go, you're gonna see me tomorrow.
Something is gonna go. Yeah.
You're gonna see me tomorrow.
That's a fact.
So Yeah, like it's like it's crazy to say you're not gonna, like, you can't just put your all into something and not have some type of expectation, right? Like, it sounds cool, but no expectations. But it's not about the expectations. It's about when it don't go your way, how you react. Are you built different, right? So my theory is like, my expectation is for if my name is attached to it, it's going.
I like
it's
that.
going, and I'm sorry, it's going, and I have the proof to show that it goes. And if it don't go, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
I like that.
I don't need to regroup. I don't need to escape. I don't need to cry in the corner. I'm gonna go. I'm showing up the next day. We gonna figure it out. We gonna drop it. We gonna go to the next plan, and I'm gonna cry in the car. But that car gonna be nice. Me and Gabe always text each other like, "Yo, it's hard," but we crying in Benzes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We crying in Benzes.
Honda or that Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't get the Rolls Royce yet. I know you've been around Irv. Chill out.
He's a big Rolls Royce guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know you've been around Irv. We at the Benz level. I want that BMW with the screen, but we're gonna get there.
I honestly, I don't even want car. I don't even like cars. I'm so done with them. Like,
You done with them?
yeah, traveling and like jets and stuff like that. And boats.
That's what happens when you that's what happens when you sell body
You
armor.
know what I mean? I definitely.
Dang, Gabe, I ain't know Gabe money was like that. I'm like, say, yo, at the jets and boats, I ain't there.
Traveling, come on.
I ain't there.
Hell yeah.
That's big, right?
That's the life when you don't have no kids.
I'm dead.
I got 3 tuitions. I'm still at the cops. I like nice cars. That's it. We ain't get to jets yet.
You need a car though. Cars is good though.
Yeah. I'll hit you up in a couple of years. We'll talk about that.
I'll give y'all a quick story on cars, matter of fact.
Let's hear it.
So I love cars, always loved cars. And my friend is very humble. He's Haitian and he drives Hondas. And I had gotten in a little trouble and I went and reverted back and I said, let me get a Honda to just humble myself and whatever. Got the Honda, running around New York City, trying to be lit. And I did the best stuff in my Honda because, you know, when you low key, it's the best. But just in terms of like dates and perception, there's so many times where I pulled up to dates and I pull up in my Honda, right? They've come outside. This is many times. I don't go on many dates, but, you know, whatever. So I pulled up to the crib. I'm outside. Girl come out. Where are you? I'm literally right there. She like, yo, where you at? I don't see you. And then I'd be like, yo, there's been times I was about to peel off and just get on out of there. I'm like, yo, I'm right here.
That's crazy.
Fucking Honda, you heard? Like, perception is so crazy. You know what I mean?
That's OD.
Yeah, bro.
You pulling up in the car in New York City, that's enough.
But they, literally walked right in front of the car. Like, I don't see you. And they like, I just didn't expect you to drive something like that. You know what I mean?
They didn't even have to say it, bro.
That's what they,
Yeah.
I'm from the Bronx.
Well, that's
What you say?
He's up from the Bronx. You heard?
Go back in your crib, man.
But
when you ride in this Honda.
When you that dude though, you could be in anything, and like once they get in the car and they start talking to you, and you start, and anyway, that's not even a girl you even want.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
But you see who you working with, but then when they get in the car and start talking shit, you show them who you are. Now they go crazy. But
yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all, as 2 people are not married, when you find them, keep them. Don't worry about what society thinks about them. Don't worry about perception. My wife slept with me in shelters, slept with me on the floor, no expectations. So it's not a thing I wouldn't do. I told her, if you woke up and divorced me, don't even get a lawyer. You 50, it's yours. Ain't no conversation. It would be the easiest 50 of my life. Don't even waste your time, Judge.
I got a question for you.
Sign it.
How do you?
I would never get married again though after that. I'm just like, if that was your question, I'm gonna stop you right there. Even if it ended good, I'm never getting married again. But hey, I'm just letting
How do you know when to hang the jersey up? You know what I mean? Throw in the towel, because I'm like
easy.
In terms
bro.
of what, like relationships? Should put yourself out there, like what?
Yeah, to say that this is the one that I'm gonna be with. Like,
I don't think a man ever reaches full potential until he finds his woman.
How do you know that? I've met so many amazing women. And they be like, "Are you crazy? You're gonna leave me? You're stupid."
Any of them was ever willing to risk it all for you? And I can't tell you why why I assume that, because it's criminal.
Yeah, not risk it all.
My wife has been in situations where she was willing to risk her life for me, and I don't mean by dying. I'm talking about freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
And it was those moments where I'm like, this is the one.
Yeah, that risk.
When I didn't have nothing and her face didn't change.
You wouldn't know that.
Her heart didn't change. Her love didn't change. When you have nothing, when you going through the motions. And as a man, especially a black man, like we have this perception, we got to take care of them. We got to compensate for them. You just told the Honda story, right? Like, I got to get them this. Like, bro, throughout college, I don't survive. She paid the bills. She paid the car note. I bought the car, but she paid the car note. I was like, I could buy the car, but I can't maintain it. Don't worry about it. My wife took a train an hour and a half back and forth every day to work in Queens.
Facts.
To work in Jamaica, Queens, and came back to Stony Brook to be with me at night, just to see me at night.
That's
like
real.
you can't make these things up.
Facts.
So in that 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, damn, that's a lot of years. I didn't appreciate it. She ain't never go nowhere. And she tested me. She left me for a year, left me again. And those were some of the worst years in my life. It was the most turmoil in my life. I wasn't grounded. My mental health wasn't clear. You know, I was running around. I had freedom. I was with my guys, but something was missing. And I was like, that's what I needed. You know, so don't think like, I was watching something by Viola Davis and she was like, your marriage start now when you say I do is when you look at your partner and say, I hate you. Because that's when you see where you're tested. So people, like our problem with our generation is we had this false perception of what love is and what marriage is. It's like, it has to be perfect. It has to look good for social media, right? Me and my wife go at it. It's not always pretty. Yo, I call Gabe no more than anybody. I call him like, yo, it's over, bro. It's over, bro.
I'm not saying anything.
It's over, bro. How dare her, bro? I just worked 72 hours, bro. She think we rich, bro. Why did she buy a bag, bro? $6,000. That was the money for the website, bro.
Yo.
She don't care, bro. I'm driving this Chevy. She driving a Benz, bro. Right? My wife drives a 2022 Benz. I'm still driving my 2013 Chevy.
Anything, bro.
But then I look back and it's like, how dare you? No, seriously, how dare you, motherfucker, ever question that woman? I just worked 13 hours. I came here to do a podcast. My wife is sick right now. She's not even feeling good. She's been down with the flu again. She's been 17 hours with 3 kids. The last text I got from 30 minutes, I hope your podcast is going great, babe. Go do what you love. You can't find 28-year-old women like that.
Hell no.
Yo, I know you didn't eat. Your dinner's in the microwave. I'm not feeling good. I'll probably be sick. Why did she get up and cook? She don't even need to. I told her to order food.
That sound like moms, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's how moms take care of you. Word.
Yo, when your mom, my mom look at me like, if you ever do anything, I'm telling her.
Oh.
My mom was willing to betray her loyalty to her youngest son. No,
Her youngest
seriously,
son, bro.
to her youngest. My mom, yo, me and my mom has been through a lot. My mom has battled certain things. And I don't think it's a reflection of her. It's just addiction. It happens. But, bro, when your mom is willing to look you as a man and say, are you stupid? Like, I watch my mom tell my other brothers, you dumb. Go play. Go be young.
Oh.
And since I've been 17, she's been telling me, that's the woman for you. Like, my mom be telling my other sister-in-laws, y'all got nothing on Nicolette. No disrespect. That's her.
No disrespect.
That's my baby. I was with her when we were in the shelter and she came every day. She used to come and bring her lunch money from my mom to buy my family dinner.
You was in a shelter for real?
My whole life. What? Nigga, I'm the shelter king. I'm Mr. Shelter. Bro, I moved to New York when I was 10.
From where?
Well, I left. I was in New York from 1 to 5. I was in a shelter those whole 4 years. I moved to Virginia. In Virginia, I was in a shelter from 5 to 6. From 6 to 10, I had a house. We got evicted, came back, and I lived in a shelter from 10 to 15. Then I moved and I got evicted right before I went to college. So my problem is like, I own homes, but I own Airbnbs. But I have a real problem with moving because it's trauma for me. Like my wife is like, yo, we need to move. We can afford to move. But I keep renewing the list, even though I'm paying $3,600 for nothing. Because my body just won't let me leave.
Yeah, I
should be in Long Island City. I should be on 34th Street. Like, but it's a real, like, I have to talk to my therapist, like, yo, I can't move. Like, because I'm so used to moving every year and being so unstable. that I think if I move, even if it's a better situation with my kids, it's like I'm doing something wrong to them. Like, yo, it's a real issue I have. It's weird.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Like, it's not like I cannot leave. And my wife be like, yo, what's wrong with you? And I'll be like, now, like, my wife is reading my book and is like, yo, I didn't know all these things about you. Even though I was there, I didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know when it was cloudy that your parents were doing drugs in the other room. Like, because you hid it from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
I ain't gonna lie, he should be in this seat.
No. Stop it.
Real quick, let's rewind then. Let's rewind.
Stop, bro. Stop. I told you don't make me talk, B. French, bro. But nah, seriously though, just advice for you guys. Rewind. Shut up, Gabe. Just advice for you guys, bro. I'm sorry, Gabe. I love it. Shut up, though.
Love it.
Nah, but just advice for you guys, bro. Your marriage starts not when you say I do, when you say I hate you. Because there's no way you're gonna be married to somebody for 40. No, it's true though. It's because there's no way you're gonna be around somebody for every day. Bro, think about a boy, bro. There's times when you don't want to answer my calls. There's times where I'll be in a group chat with y'all, I'm like, I'm not responding to these dudes. I've been talking to them every day for fucking a month. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Anthony showing me his photo shoots. I'm tired of Gabe and them going out. Like, yo, I don't want to hear this, bro.
Anthony, we gotta do a photo shoot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
definitely. Maybe this
but
week if you could squeeze me in somewhere. I guess you do it now.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, just advice, man. Like, that shit is important, man. You building your legacy. You need somebody to confide in. A lot of times as black men, you know, it's like it's hard for us to confide in. It's hard for us. But, like, when you find that person, hold on, bro.
One last question. Yeah, I'm learning more. Thank you guys for fucking having me here. Do you think for a man to reach, like, optimal success, he needs to have that woman with him?
I believe so. Andrew Tate wouldn't believe in me, but he in jail, so.
Yeah.
But I believe so. Nah, I believe so. Now, do I feel like you should be content? Like, you know, my journey is a little more weird, right? Like, I was with a woman when my health wasn't the best, my finance was the best. I don't know if that was the best thing, because I feel like sometimes as a man, you need to find yourself. Right? I feel like you're in the optimal position. You need to find yourself. Because if not, you're just going to drag her through the mud and put her through things. And you can't expect a woman to deal with that. I was very fortunate where I had a woman who loved me so much, she was willing to go through those motions. But as a man, you should be content with your health, right? Like, you should be content with your health. I feel good. I have a pattern. I have a recipe for success to carry a household, you know? And they're like, even though we're happy, we're going through things, but there's damage because of some of the things I do. There's issues because of some of the things I do. My daughter had to feel my other two kids are spoiled. They think, oh God, but my oldest was there when we was going through the motions, where I was uncertain of how I was going to pay this or how I was going to maintain this. But she's one of the toughest ones I got. She's one of the brightest. Because she understands my adversity. She's seen this, the lowest, Brownsville, and now she thinks we on top of the world. Like,
Shout out to Emily.
Shout out to Emily. My daughter's 9. She turns 10 next week.
Hey.
She's codes. My daughter could do Python.
Facts.
Yes, my daughter codes at 9. My daughter math skills is crazy. She's a swimmer. She swim 10 feet. Swim, like, she's different, bro.
You're a good dude, man.
She's different.
Leader.
So, like, you know, like, even me, like, yesterday I was stressed. Like, you know, like, you learn these things as you try to get more. I'm still growing as a man. Like, yesterday I was pissed off at myself. My daughter came. I was like, baby, can you hit me up? Can you heat daddy up his food? Blah, blah, blah. And, like, she started cutting. She put grapes. She made a smiley face. And I'm like, yo, why would you do this? Like, why are you playing with my food? And then my wife texts me, you wrong as hell. She been waiting for you all day. And she tried to do something extra, even though it looked crazy. Well, I don't know why she put ketchup all over your food, but she tried. And I went in the room and I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. And she just started crying. Like, yo, I was trying to make you happy.
You supposed to make
like,
me cry,
right? Like,
bro.
so, like, there's things like, but see, that was because as a man, I still don't have control over my emotions because I'm still growing, right? So should I have a kid? I don't know, right? Like, maybe I shouldn't have had him so young, right? Should I have that relationship, right? Like, so you got to learn and grow. So my situation is different, but for you, for Gabe, like, be content.
It's hard.
Be able to control your emotions.
Gabe a wild dude.
Yeah, Gabe a wild dude.
Gabe still having fun out here. You heard?
Gabe wild. No, he not. He not.
No.
Yo, Zarina, he not. Nah, that shit gonna be edited. Gabe gonna be like, doop, doop.
You know what I mean?
Nah, but LA though.
Amazing. LA's great, man.
Nah, but for real though, like, yo, like, so as a man, like, be confident in your health. Be content with your finances because it can help. But I'm a little contradictory of that. Like, I don't feel like that's necessary though. Like, I see so many men lose the woman of their lives because I'm 19, I'm 20.
Facts.
I don't have enough money. I can't do this. So if you find them in your journey to success, you hold on.
Why are you ready to throw in the towel though? You said you don't give up, bro. Why are you ready to throw in the towel?
That's not giving up. Don't do that. That's not giving up.
Is it? Is it different? You're throwing in the towel.
No, he's not throwing. No, but that's a journey. It's different.
But it is.
Being a quitter, and getting that missing element is two different things.
Let's hear it from Blaise.
I wanted to say something, but with contingencies on editing it out. Do you think that a man, say he has, abundance of things, is he capable of having multiple women? It's tough. It's a tough situation. It's tough to just be with just one person. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you have abundance of things.
Yeah.
And not even sexual wise either, because I have a lot of people that work with me. I have a big team, and I try to take care of everybody, right? And it's just hard to just kind of lock in with just one person. You know what I mean?
You go and then I'll go.
So that's it's crazy. It sounds like 8 at the table. Oh man,
we don't turn into 3 at the table.
And then we're not talking just sexually either, because
no. But I feel you on that, bro, because it's like it's now in, I would say, more modern times too.
For sure.
Even comes to if you will say sexual, like poly and all the other things, it goes to a deeper mindset of like sharing a relationship with someone. It can be on a mental level.
Facts.
Could be on a physical level. That's deeper. But just sharing like even a time of your life with someone, that person can mean so much to you. Like I said, it's hard letting someone go. It's hard letting anyone go in your life, especially if that person actually means something to you. To let someone go, but even though they mean something, like how are you going to do that? Why would you do that?
My theory is
What's
that the reason why you even ask that question is because of perception of what other people may
That's
think.
another thing.
My thing is fuck everybody. If you be Ffrench said, this is what I need to be successful and be happy,
Facts.
then you do that.
Yeah.
Because if you go into a theory or relationship with knowing that's on your heart and on your mind, you're already staring that person wrong.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I don't cheat, why I'm loyal to my wife
It's
and I
not
decided
cheating
to
if
marry.
you're communicative.
Black men don't cheat though.
Black men don't cheat, but you know what I'm saying. So you're right. It's cheating depending on who the person is.
Yeah.
If I even gave a woman my attention and energy, my wife would consider that cheating, right? So it's the boundaries of who you're dealing with,
Yeah.
right? So now I have a decision to make, right? I have a decision to make. If I do this, I'm hurting her. Now I have to think. Now as a man, for a person I love, it's my personal feelings worth hurting her. And if I can sit down and say, I personally don't feel good with making her feel that way because she mean this amount to me more than what I feel about my thoughts or what I feel like I should be perceived at in the world, then that's where the line is drawn.
That's what it is.
And for me personally, I don't feel good if I make her don't feel good. So I won't cross that line because my love for her is that great. And now that doesn't mean, and by nature, I'm a people pleaser.
Same.
That's just my nature, right? So now, if you are a person where it has to be for me, and sometimes I pray, I used to pray like, yo, John, can you just be selfish? Can you think about yourself? Like, why are you always thinking about other people? People just always fucking let you down, dude. But that's just not who I am. And I'm not going to change that because me helping people, me giving people love is what got me here so far.
Thanks.
And I'm thankful. Because a lot of people who always put people first don't ever get to see that day.
Yeah.
Where the world turn around and say, what about you, nigga?
And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let you down, bro.
Shut up.
We're going to take a break and we're going to come back.
No, we was just getting good.
Yo, we bugging. We going too long.
I ain't gonna lie, I must say something. Like, I always come in as a ownership like my mom always said, I don't want you to work for nobody. So anything I do, I come in as I own it. And even if I don't own majority of it, if I own a little percentage, I'm an owner. I'm not no like worker or anything. And even if my friends have brands, like my boy, he works for a trucking company. And anytime I introduce him, I say, yeah, it's my boy. He owns a trucking company. Like ownership is very key for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I tell people about you, I'm gonna say, hey, my boy got a wine shop. Because if you running it, you know what I mean? The janitor or the person behind the thing, he's running it more than the owner. The owner never steps in the building. The fucking guys who's working it and running it, those are the ones with the power. So I love to have that ownership. And I always say, you know, own. That's my thing for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's all, John. That's like always. That's why he's been talking so much. Yeah, you guys have so much in common. That's just crazy.
Own it,
Yeah,
man.
I don't.
Ownership is the number one thing.
Everything
Ownership is the thing that my grandma, that I love so much, always tells me about. Constantly gets on that. It's the most powerful thing.
Got to.
Even when we
Most
started the
powerful
podcast,
thing,
I was like, yo, I'm up for all the money. Do you want to be an owner or do you want to be this? He was like, I was like, you shouldn't even think about it.
Own.
I'm telling you, you're going to own some of it.
Facts.
There's no way we're going to use the space. You're going to put all this energy in. Yeah, I'm going to pay you and you're going to own some of it. Because if you a real friend of you talking about real things, like you got to have equity.
Got to.
Because you like, oh, I'm getting this salary and then we sell for $10 million. You're going to be like,
sick.
you got to own every and little piece. And some people want to own everything. People, like I always tell people, 100% of nothing
is, right?
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. A little
It's
percentage
simple.
of something.
Give me a little something.
That's it.
NYU. Nah. Yeah, right.
You guys
nothing.
two alike. That shit weird. You got to just grow your beard a little bit more.
At least,
I'm working on it.
at least his hairline and stuff is real.
Before
Sometimes I get a little spray in my joint though to get it right
My joint,
though.
nah, you got a little. My joint is like 95%.
We all gotta up our shit, bro, because you got an empty glass over there. You're talking with the empty glass. We got cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
This is coming from Santa Barbara.
Huh. Cali up there.
It's just amazing.
I thought you were talking about
beautiful.
the Santa on December.
I'm a big wino, man.
What you talking about,
Yo,
bro?
Pinot Noir is one of my favorites, bro. Medium body, super easy to drink. Yo, it's beautiful.
Y'all gotta check my boy. He got the liquor store. He got the wine shop.
Yeah.
Pull up on my guy, man.
Perfect pour, yo.
Hey, let's get it.
Okay.
John doesn't drink wine, but when he does,
It get crazy. Wifey about to have a night tonight. Why you are?
I'm about to start drinking wine.
Cheers.
put some in my mug.
Cheers, brother.
Get him. Just
Cheers,
my brothers.
yo.
I just start being around rich people. I was about to drink it like a Henny shot.
I'm dead. Some good stuff, yo. Take this home with
Yeah,
you later on.
Gabe stopped me from drinking Henny, man. He on tequila now.
Yes,
Since I've been on the health journey years away, red wine and tequila.
That's a fact.
Yo, red wine got the red
I
vegetable.
sneak Henny when he not around. I sneak Henny when he not around.
Oh my god, this guy.
He be like, "What are you drinking, John? You're ruining the brand."
I do got a quick question for y'all. You know, I love the questions.
Yeah.
One of my favorite podcasts is Nori's Drink Champs.
Oh man,
You know, I love Nori from Queens.
Nice.
I just want to know how y'all feel about Nori and Drink Champs and everything.
Nori is what I'm trying to aspire to be. You know, sometimes like I'm trying to learn the podcast games too. Like, you know, like it's been a lot of great success. We was named top 25% podcast in the country in 2022, which was like, we weren't expecting that. Like, you know, this started with a couch here and it was just me by myself. And then I was like, bro, come with me. Like, stop just recording me. Let's like expand this. And then like every episode we've been getting better. The camera quality, the guests has been getting higher and higher.
Yeah, got Blaise Ffrench in here today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? we got to be French.
Big
Come
facts.
on.
So like Nori and them is what you aspire to be, and what I love about Nori is he's his authentic self.
Yeah, exactly.
And he signed with Revolt. He signed with a black company.
Facts.
We love the idea. Like we just talked about it. Like we're the professional winner, so we're changing our logo to like a trophy. And one of the things we want to do is give a trophy to every guest. Something new we want to. And the reason why I got that idea is pay it forward. Nori gives the flowers to every guest.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and today I've talked much more than every episode, but like it's not about me. It's not about Gabe. It's not about everybody in the back. It's about highlighting the guests. That's why the seating arrangement is like that. So like
But I would say though, people do need to hear what you got to say. You know what I mean? Because you're saying a lot of great stuff. And it's not seriously. And
That's true,
it's
though.
beneficial to me. And I know it's going to be beneficial to everybody. So don't, be selfish with the knowledge. Let them hear that.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I appreciate that. Trust me.
Yeah.
My agents tell me that all the time. Like, you're not talking enough in your pod.
My agent.
but
For me, it's different on the whole podcast thing. Like for me, I'm the guy that just doesn't like really pay attention too much to social media or know who this person is or know that, bro. Honestly, I had no idea who Irv Gotti was, bro. You'd have to.
Facts.
bro, you were not.
I'm hiding on the rock. I'm playing my Call of Duty. That's who I was.
Not supposed to sit on camera.
I was like, yeah.
Bro, I was so mad. I don't know why I took it so offensive. I was like, bro, how you not know who Irv is,
Bro?
Word.
But that says another thing though, right? About the world though, like, right, like. Just be who you are. Mm-hmm. Like one of the things I messed up when we did in the podcast, we're still trying to figure out what our audience is, right? Like right now we're trying to appeal to so many people, and it's a disservice to us, right? And that's okay. Yeah. We're learning. Like a lot of people, like when you're spending money, when you see you're in the red, it's like, oh my God, something's wrong. And it's like, no, you're building something. You're learning, and we know this, and you know this more than anybody. You got to spend money to to make money. So, like, what is your audience? What is this? So back to your question, like Nori, he's just real. He's Nori. Like when I watch Nori, it's like, yo, that's my uncle. It's kind of like when you watch Snoop Dogg talk, it's like, yo, that's my uncle. Like, it's like I've been in the living room with him before. It's like I'm there. And I don't honestly don't think, no disrespect to Nori, like he sits at home and practice this. Yeah. I feel like he say, turn on the camera, I'm gonna be me. And that's honestly, what like,
bro, that's what I do sometimes.
Yeah, and I try to do it too.
But that's what it is though, because you gotta be yourself. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about it. That's what they represent. It's kind of like you're just being yourself. Yeah, they'll do their research, they'll do this, but they're still them. Yeah. You'll see them for them.
I'm gonna drop a gem on y'all, finding your audience with Body Armor. To find the audience, we were like marketing to kids a lot, right? And the sales were not translating. Yeah. And we were thinking about it like, what the fuck is going on? And we realized kids don't have money. They don't have the spending power. Then we targeted the parents. That's when things opened up. When we started getting to the moms. Moms is the ones that shopping and doing the shopping. So we started tailoring the messaging towards mom. Yeah. And then she was resonating and buying and bringing to her kids. And, finding your audience and who, who's the buyers is very important. And that was a turnkey that with parents, the gatekeepers, moms and retail, that was really huge. So finding your audience, but it takes time though. You got to be missing. You got to throw shit on the wall, see what sticks.
I feel you. And you got to get out of your comfort zone in a way. For sure. And that's what it is for me. That's what made me come in front of the camera. This guy, I wouldn't be in front of the camera. I would be right over there. It's just got to do it. That's what it is. Like Nike.
And it don't need to be perfect. It don't need to be perfect.
What was that? What's that quote that y'all guys got out there? It says, "Get rich, live trying." Right?
Yeah. I think I ain't right there. He was stole that from 50.
I came here earlier and I was just like,
he stole that from 50.
I think too much. I'm a shower thinker.
Overthinker or
both?
Ooh, bro, this dude. Every time I call me in the shower.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I have great combos in the shower. Bro. That's my favorite place to have.
This is why I be quiet. It's between you and Gabe. I called him this morning. He's like, bro, why every time you call me, I'm in the shower? I'm like, I don't know. I just know you're in the shower. Then when we hung up, I was like, yo, make sure you dry yourself. He's like, bro, that's sus, man. I'm like, bro, why are you so mad? Like, it's cold outside. Dry yourself weird. Like, make sure your little fro is like.
You guys are like polar opposites. Amazing, man. It is so good.
Yo, be Ffrench though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's been amazing.
Come on.
I'm happy with all the amazing things you're doing.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, cheers to you, bro. Yo, everyone behind the camera got to come through too. We got to pour you some wine. Everyone's got to do a real.
Everybody.
I know Anthony been wanting some wine, so
come on,
here, bro.
Come on.
Shout out
bring
to
your water. Bring your water.
Behind the camera, H. Steverson.
Bring your water. Bring your water.
Look him up.
Bring your water. Come on, bring your water.
I got a speech too that I get for the cheers.
Word.
Yeah, so this is what we want you to do. We want you to tell us what a professional winner is, because that's the last question of the episode. I'm sorry we've been having you way over time. We've been having a great conversation.
I love it.
So I want you to answer what a professional winner is, and I also want you to give us a toast to this. What's this? Santa Monica wine.
Santa Monica wine. Should I do the toast first? Okay.
Do the toast first. Do the toast
I got this from my Uncle Irv too.
Okay.
There's two things for certain in life. You're born and you die. So in the meantime, we're gonna live. Cheers,
Respect,
guys.
everybody.
Hell
Cheers,
yeah.
cheers, cheers. Let's keep living.
Facts.
I keep sipping before the toast. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Keep
Yo, Anthony, don't bring me none of your fancy means. I'm gonna learn it first. Think like, yo, be French. Why you brought this dude? He keep drinking the wine before we. Like, yo, he's smart. Like, trust me, he's smart.
I love it.
Take a risk.
How much y'all need? Don't worry about the wine. But
So the last question is, what
is a professional winner of the year?
professional winner? Okay. If I break it down, professional, discipline, carry him or herself well. Winner. I'm a winner for sure. Like
Facts.
whatever it takes. Like I don't got to be the captain of the boat. I just need to be on the boat. I'll be the janitor. I'll be the fucking marketer, salesman. Like when people ask you, what do you do? That's like such a hard question. And I can't wait till my name speaks for what I do and who I am. You know what I mean? I always say it's not what I do, it's who I am. I'm not a salesman. I'm not a marketer. I'm definitely not a fucking influencer. Even though I love to influence, but that's not what I do.
Yeah.
I am who I am. I'm Blaise Ffrench. I'm a winner. Whatever it takes to get done. Like, you know what I mean? If you need me to wash the dog, drive the car, I drive a lot. So to be a winner, you just got to do whatever it takes. Kobe Bryant, his mentality, that winner's mentality, that Mamba mentality, that obsessiveness to win, and that focus. So professional winner. Yeah, so that's just carrying yourself the right way, being disciplined, and doing whatever it takes as a professional winner to me.
Love that. Yeah. Doing whatever it takes. And for me, what I see, bro, someone that knows how to go through pain, someone that knows how to just keep going, know when to throw in the towel, know when to let go, know when to just keep on running, bro.
Sir.
It's a beautiful thing.
I got a quick segment before you. Knowing when to throw in the towel too, like Bitcoin was something I fucking invested in. If you guys know, Bitcoin is in the fucking dumpster right now. Yeah. And when BODYARMOR sold,
all I know,
right, November 21st, Bitcoin was at 68,000. We just sold for $8 billion.
Yeah.
The Bitcoin, I wasn't even really thinking about it because, we just did a crazy deal. But cashing in all your chips kind of at one time. Like I should have cashed in then, knowing when, and now I'm in the fucking dumpster and I got to ride it up.
Buy more right now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can do.
I don't know about that.
Nah, bro.
I'm going to sit in the dumpster with you, bro.
It's going to just only go up over time.
I don't know about that. I don't have no one in right now. There's nobody telling me to put money in right now. But we're going to pay attention to it. You're right. Pay attention to it. But right now, we're going to sit in the dumpster.
Crypto for sure is definitely...
It's a future thing. That's why right now it's
it can definitely rebound. It ain't going to rebound with the way the world looks, the way the economy looks.
We are not
I'm in the dumpster with you, my brother. And I should have... I'm in the dumpster with you.
Word. Yeah. My pullout game, I'm working on that joint.
Oh, John, you got to work on that shit, bro.
Nah. And that is the end of the Professional Winner Podcast with Ffrench.
Let's go, man.
Thank you for coming through. I love it, man. That was such a good one, man. Definitely. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of the above. Follow him on Instagram.
Blaise
follow us
Ffrench.
on Instagram.
He don't need no more follows. Follow us.
Bang, bang, bang.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Let's do this. Shout out to New York.
Let me...